All right. I've had this dude for a while. I just never worked on him much. I hope you're still there, Jack. I kind of lost a little bit of a connection for a minute there. All right. So where we're at.
Magical energy will be lost.
Our next stop is the lovely suburb of Oa. In the old days, it would have been a real trick getting across the galaxy, but now old Johnny Boy's got such a...
Okay, werewolves automatically get super speed, just a heads up. I actually thought they should have got acrobatics, but, you know, whatever.
The Guardians and their green lanterns are usually more of a
I love doing solo mission. There's no pressure at all. Hate it when I'm always told what to do in a team rather than working together. Yeah, it can be a pain. Mine? Gobulus. I'm gonna keep that hot up on me with this dude. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. What's up, John?
I picked a very special location for our next expedition. I don't want to spoil the surprise. That probably spoiled the surprise.
Got it. We got it. Got it. Get it. Now, I probably will take the healing one. I can always pick up the DPS one later. But support classes do get priority queues a little bit faster. Not much. But, you know, I mean, like I said, it does help to be able to play multiple roles. And also being able to utilize your switch play a little bit better. Especially if you're going to be, you know, end game. Depending what you're going to do in end game. It's been a while since I've been in end game, so... Alright.
I will knock that smirk right off your face and into the source wall.
You want to take me on? Fine.
The tactics are flawed. On my nerves.
Now this isn't a typical rotation I would have for dungeons, just to give everybody a heads up. This is just kind of my solo quest build at the moment.
Back off. Well, damn you.
Don't wait for me. Grab it now. Nice job. I thought things were going pear-shaped there for a minute.
Come on, John. We're going. Time to go to the government's secret location. Or stashing these artifacts. What's up, John?
If you're ever looking for something powerful that no one person has ever had, no further than the United States government. They've got all sorts of dangerous things that could blow off your damn hand. Let's go get some peace.
Yo, what's up, Walt?
I hope you grab two. I want one.
Should be it.
Well, look what we have here. What you got there is Dillisty. Same silvery stuff that'll break your hand if you try to punch old Captain Adam or make a horse in the nose. If you get boxed a lot, this might be the one for you.
I should have a builder on here, but I don't. Because I'm using a self-sustain. Plus I have my switch out. You get the force! Now my supercharge is different in this form. Break his little bitch ass. I'm doing good, just watching the stream. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. We got it. No problemo. Alright. Yeah, we know you're a bastard. Just give me some. Yeah, we know.
Fine. Since you did so well, pick one.
Alright, we're going to go with the healing one. That's the Star Heart. We can pick up the DPS one later. That's 25. It's not too bad. Just going to give us, you know, a chance to upgrade those, get those things moving in the right direction. Now, before I go into any other content, he's going to drop me off at the Hall of Doom. Now, what I want to utilize... Oh, hold on here. As a legendary member, you are authorized to access the contents of this item. Yes, of course I do. So, as a legendary member... Well, man, that's a pretty nice thing there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're going to go to Fortified. We're going to put that Star Heart. Now, we already gained up a bunch of material, so we're going to utilize that, and we're going to fortify this. Then John's going to give us a little indication, so we're going to go ahead and talk to John now.
Phantom Stranger's a bit out of touch with reality, but he's okay. I think he predates humans.
Hold on. Oh, we got to equip it. Okay. So, let me go ahead. We're going to switch out my role. Oh, hold on. Now I'm going to equip it.
Artifacts hit a wall, mate.
Of course it's hit a wall, John. We know this. Now he's going to give me the first upgrade material. Right? Then we're also going to get the seal. So when we come over here now, we're going to re-equip. We'll see that we get this. After we complete this first, which we have 100%, we'll obtain our seal after this quest. Okay, and then of course you can put in your other material if you would like. Then we can come over here and we can talk to John again, and he'll give us marks and Vault. Should give us a seal too, I want to say.
If you feed them the right things, it will make them stronger.
I thought we'd get a seal. Did they quit doing that?
Like sunstones from Krypton and ingots of nth metal from Thanagar.
Okay. Go to the vault and get some regions. Okay, so I guess I got to go to the vault now too. Alright. I didn't know it was part of the quest. I rarely see people play as Nature Tunes. Nature Tunes doing pretty good. Nature is really strong. The problem with Nature is there's so many different ways to build Nature. Well, in every class you can do that, depending on whatever. But Hard Light, you know, can combo up a little bit. So you can pull off a lot of easy combos with Hard Light as long as you can clip good. I'm just going to go ahead and hand smack them all. I kind of went with like a hulky look with the brawler and like, oh, smack like the clap thing, but he's Nature, you know, he's green, he's got veins and stuff. He's not the Hulk though. This is chloroform, just spelled different. Okay, we're going to exit. They give us a vault ticket. We can bank the ticket. Whatever else have you. Okay. Now we go speak with John again. And there's our seal. Alright. Sounds good. And then, of course, we can fortify again if we'd like. We hit this threshold, and now we need 30 to upgrade. Okay. So then I can go back to the crib, and we can save that. But I can also buy 3 of these too if I want. So I can just buy 3. 1, 2, 3. And then when we go to fortify and we come in here, it's going to need 2 and 1 superior. So we're going to open these. And that's level 40. So we need 340. Going to unlock. We want 1 superior. 2 dino. Okay, now we're going to go to fortified. Now we have that seal. We have a 95% chance of actually succeeding. So if it does not fail, we maintain the seal of preservation. If we fail it, it was to eat it up and give us our catalyst back. Alright. So that is done. Now we can go back and save our progression. So not too shabby, not too shaba. Okay, it looks like I'm in PvP phase 2. I need to get the hell out of that. Okay, I'm just going to save it because now we also have that. Still got to get a lot of stuff here. Now I can go back in and we can play the Royal Palace. I have yet to do that, so we're going to go ahead with that. Get that out of the way. I used to play Marvel Heroes 2017 until sadly it was shut down due to management, chaos and scandal. Therefore, it's nice to see that there are still comic book MMO games carrying on. Absolutely. Absolutely. But, you know, there's a lot of things that's associated with the gaming industry. So, you know, and lately, you know, the gaming industry's been getting a little bit of, you know, a little bit more press release as of lately. But it's just because companies have been making bad decisions. And that's not good for business. So it's just not really good for business, man. But when you have games like this that, you know, have already an established, you know, customers, and they continue to do well, you know, you can come back to these games and say, wow, that was, you know, really cool. I want to change this helm, though. There's a couple things I want to change. That's why I wanted to keep some stuff. I didn't want to make it look exactly alike. I'm still working on this tune look and stuff, so I'll probably attend to that later. I'm going to phase back into PvE after this as well. Just wanting to get all of this out of the way so I can get my other artifacts, which is really nice during the event. So I do encourage people to take advantage of the event just to get these artifacts, because even if you're not going to utilize these artifacts down the road, as a new character coming in right now during this event, you get these artifacts up front, and you can use these artifacts for your builds. So they have tanks, they have a healer one, and then they have 2 universal ones. The other one's not really too much, like the scepter or the trident isn't really that good for trollers. The trollers, I don't feel like any of the artifacts. You can use the one artifact, the Eye of Gemini, for trolling, but it's not very prominent. But once again, you do these events and you do all 4, and you'll get all 4 of the artifacts. So I do encourage people to take advantage of this event just for the artifacts if you're working on a new tune. Kill the traitors. All right. There's some things with the animations, you know, I wish we might be a little different on nature, but overall I do like the way the gameplay Well, Marvel Heroes was destroyed by the CEO as well as the original designer left. Yeah. Well, that'll kill it. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I honestly do agree, though, Walt, because in this genre we have a lot of fantasy, we have some sci-fi, but comic books are very, very rare. And I feel like in the market, I feel like this is where a game like this does kind of shine. There is certain games that would definitely, you know, have its pros and cons. Alright, I want to stay away from that wall. Alright. Yo, Jeffrey, has anyone seen the CW Elseworld trailer in the 1990s CBS Flash? I did see the original, the 90s Flash. I did. Elseworld, no. But I remember the 90s Flash. And he's on the new one, too. The new one. That was the original Flash from the 90s series. Which was kind of cool. And Captain Marvel trailer 2 be on halftime. Really? Yeah, it's scaring me how many things have been getting cut. I've seen the Aquaman trailer. Yeah, I need to go see Aquaman. Aquaman looks badass for sure. It's one of the only movies for DC that I'm not like scared to go see. That and Wonder Woman. We knew Wonder Woman would be good, but you know, like Justice League, I'll be honest, didn't interest me to go see it. As soon as I even see the Cyborg looked cool though. What they did with Cyborg did look cool, so I will say that. I remember watching 90s Flash series. Yeah, right. Kind of cool stuff, right?
are blocked. Quickly, this way. I have a plan.
Stop where you are, traitors.
Stop where you are, traitors.
What have you done? We're trapped, and the crown of thorns is on our heels. You have doomed us.
Stop sniveling and use your brain. You and I will hold back the crown of thorns for as long as we can to buy time for our friend to deal with the Drift Commander.
I have read the original script relating to Suicide Squad, which would have introduced Darkseid as the main boss leading up to Justice League. Oh, really?
It is done. Arthur the False King is dead. The Silent School and the Elders have backed my claim to the throne and appointed me King of Atlantis. My first act as king was to unleash the ancient artifact known as the Crown of Thorns to isolate Atlantis from the outside world and begin a new era for our culture. Today begins my ascension into the pages of history.
The studio warranted the script change, I bet. They always do, don't they? Nice, that's what I was looking for. I was hoping for that weapon box.
Will be cut to ribbons.
We have no choice, Orm. There is no other way, and we cannot hold back the crown. Use the controls to open the flood vortex, but be ready.
I am
this will
far
not be a
too
gentle ride.
important to die like this.
Too late.
I am far too important to die like this. Yeah, this is problem with like some of the studios and the execs. Like, I feel like corporate America is losing touch with consumers. Is that sad to say that? There used to be a time when research and development like really depended on, I don't know the word, research instead of just development. And it was like, wow, I mean, seriously, come on, man. Mark, what's up? I've been doing good. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Oh, man, I do not want a PvP.
Looks like my debit just...
I should have phased, man.
Excellent, you survived.
Hopefully he just leaves me
It would be no
alone.
small task finding another bodyguard with your particular skill set. King Shark has connections at the Silent School and can help locate where that oaf, Coram Wrath, is holding the trident of...
Speak to King Shark. I like DC Comics for their variety of storylines. Yeah, I mean, they have good storylines. There's no There's no problem in that. Why didn't you get XP? I didn't get XP for that? What?
The silent school may have just the thing to do the trick. Go beat up some silent school boys and see what they say.
What? Okay, whatever. I'm going to go back to the Hall of Doom. I'm going to phase back out because I forgot I've got to phase that out. So we'll take care of that right now. Good, just quit from ESO now, back full time on DCUO. Oh, did you? How'd you like ESO? Did you like it? It's a good game. It's just it's got a little couple problems. But welcome back to DC, brother. This is my go-to game. I like ESO. It's one of my favorite games. It's just it's got some lag issues and some issues. It'll be fine if they ever, I don't know, put money back into it. Besides in TLCs. Alright, so. I'm going to queue these just because I want those other effects. And I'm going to queue up here. I will take healer and damage roll as well. And I need to go to Berkeley, I want to say. Birdley or whatever the heck. I don't think it's north. Well, maybe we are going to north anyways. It's fine. Because we got to do two sides of the coin or boosted book. Gotham Burnley nightclub. I wish there was a it just got a lot of problems and lag problems. Right, exactly. Thank you, Mark. That's all I'm saying. That's all I said. The game's fun. The diversity's there. Like it's there. Every fundamental aspect is there. You know, and I agree with that. Stat revamp mods. I've had this dude for a while. It's just come on. There we go. There's my Batman. But everyone just loves lag. Yeah, we sign up for it, don't we? Please. Please give me lag. More lag, please. Please. Oh my, where would I be without my lag? You know? And you're like, please don't give me lag. Let's just say you did. No, you must have it. Lag here for this man. No, please stop. I'll be good. I'll be good. The game has potential all day, every day. I will say that. If anybody says something, I'll be like, look, man, the game has way potential. I played it for years. I mean, I was a content creator for the product. So I'm aware of what the game offers, its player base, more than anybody. And I love the game. I love it. PvE, if you've never experienced like a great lore game like that, the lore's in depth. The land, the exploration is there. It's all there. We're gonna go heals. So I'm gonna be running on the healer. Now this is what my dude's supposed to look like, so he's not gonna change. This is what my dude looks like. My healer will look like this. I specifically went for this look. I'm not using a material because I really like this look. With the wings and all of that, I really enjoyed this. My DPS look, I'm still finalizing. I'm just going to keep the shields and the hots up. And just keep enough for a direct heal if needed.
School is officially out. The headmaster
You were a content creator for ESO? That's what I am now. I'm a content creator. No, I'm not a developer. I'm a content creator. Meaning I do the build. I did the builds for Elder Scrolls. So like healer builds and DPS builds and non-meta builds. That's what I did for for the gaming community. So that's how I got known in the Elder Scrolls gaming community. So that's what I did for the longest time. And I would PvP on occasion, like about 5 hours a week. But then, I was getting to this point where I wasn't doing a lot more PvE. And my end game became wrapped up in PvP. And unfortunately, that's when you notice there's going to be, if there's flaws to be found, you will find it in the PvP. I can guarantee you that. See my wild ore? Isn't that cool? You won't believe what all I had to sell to get this.
Hide if you can. But my predators smell blood in the water.
Blood in the water.
What a shocking end for cowards like you. Statues of fallen warriors. Join the hunt.
Okay. I can't even find the dude. I'd rather stay back here if I can. I can't wait for the Elseworld event. Yeah, are we gonna get? Anybody know if we're gonna get the monitor one again? The anti-monitor. Anybody know if we're getting anti-monitor in January? I'm hoping. Please say yes. I would hate to think that I missed out on that permanently. I'm hoping it's like a seasonal. I love the CBS Flash and Smallville and the CW universe, right? And that's the funny thing. Warner Brothers and this company could benefit off each other so much. But I don't work for them, man. I don't work for them, so I'm not giving out freebies. I watched Smallville up to season 6, so I would have to pick up from there. That's the funny thing. What a lot of people were talking about, like, see, I love the wing movement on this tune. That's why I kept it this way. All right. Mystic, here's another artifact that you could use. Stargirl's staff. Do you know who she is? Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'm not familiar with the powers associated. But no, I think I know what you're referencing to. I personally love love the idea of additional artifacts and specialization, because we were talking about that one day. Also, being able to maybe add some of the iconic powers to increase that, because we already have like one or two. But
Now you will suffer at the claws of my barnacle. No! The crystal fragments belong to Ares.
I'm just gonna avoid shit.
No, you imbeciles. You'll shatter the Zodiac Stone.
Guys, you have to break it. Yeah. As long as this big dude's following me. Don't get too close. Damn it. Why don't people learn? Mystic, what would they have to do to add Caldor's water tattoos on his arm? I don't, you know, I don't know. I mean, I imagine they'd have to. I mean, as far as like, they've been doing really good work. So I mean, they probably just have to rescan it to make sure the outfit shows it, and then implement it. You know. Have the artist draw up something. Have the texture. There's another department that deals with taking conceptual art and implementing. Hold on. You could do it in a couple, like, probably a week or two. Shouldn't be that bad. Probably less than. Probably a couple days. I was talking about the CW's Elseworld. I have never watched Elseworld. Never. I have never seen Elseworld. It's one of the shows I have not seen. You missed the last episode of Smallville. You know it's all over YouTube. I quit watching Smallville. I want to say, what, season 4? I used to catch like the seasons of my friend was majorly into Smallville, and I was watching it, and I liked a lot of it. It was kind of interesting how they you know, did the whole thing about Lex and Clark Kent's relationship growing up, because I was like, you know, I would have never anticipated these two had a connection prior to that, knowing that, you know, Lex values Clark's friendship I was like, you know, it's kind of a little, but it made for a compelling show, you know.
By darkest water, by Sula's horn,
By Sula's horns.
unleash the guardian of the crown of thorns.
I wonder if Kel's still on. Might be leveling up.
By Sula's horns,
Oh.
unleash the guardian of the crown of thorns.
Oh, I don't even have him on this one. No, no, I messed up. I messed up.
Storm Mage is heading your way.
Oh, like Dr. Light? Okay.
Monsters creating more thorn vines. Look out!
Yo, Accept, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing good. How you doing today?
Silence shield jumped right dirty. Look out!
Going to do some nature healing. Trying to finish off my nature healer. I'm got a little bit of time to do, but I was like, you know, I'm going to go over nature. I feel this week. I'm hoping maybe sometime in the near future we see a PvP update for the game here. But, you know, given the fact that, you know, they're dealing with a small staff and, you know, and the DLCs have been looking really good. You know, we'll see what happens in the future, but PvE looks really good in the game so far, and I really can't complain about what's been going on. I'm glad you're doing good, Accept. You know that Batwoman is in the event too? In this one? Or in the next one? I just hope I get to see the friggin' anti-monitor back. That's what I want to catch, cause I didn't get to be a part of the anti-monitor the last 2 years event. I know they brought it back last season, so I'm hoping they do it again, because I'd like to see the storyline. And I would like to see maybe them do a spin-off on the anti-monitor with the anti-life equation, because we already know that the anti-life equation's associated somehow with the anti-monitor. But wouldn't it be nice if they did it, if they would bring in the presence? I mean, how badass would that be if they took the anti-monitor event, did a spin-off of it for the anti-life equation, and we get to see, and somewhere within that whole story arc, the presence. I mean, come on, y'all. Was there a CW series called Heroes of Tomorrow? Legends of Tomorrow, isn't there? Or that's not a CW. That's not a CW. Yeah, that's Legends of Tomorrow. Right? It's Legends. That's Legends. I want to say. Am I wrong? I want to say it's the Legends. I might be wrong. No, the CW shows are Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, Black Lightning. And the 3-day event called Elseworld. I haven't seen it. I probably should check out Elseworld. I haven't seen Elseworld. But, yeah, Legends of Tomorrow and Black Lightning. Black Lightning is really good, too. So, I feel... I would like to see a Lantern show, too.
He's going to sacrifice him to the deep gods.
I don't know if they can pull it because that would be a lot of, you know, special effects.
You go for the trident, and I'll deliver this crystal
But
to the Thorn Golem.
that would be badass.
May come in handy.
Yeah, Legends of Tomorrow. I thought it was Legends. Last year, the event was called Crisis on Earth X. Yep. That was the Nazi one. Brian, what's up? Good evening, Mystic. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a great day, Brian. Thank you. Had a little bit of a business meeting earlier. Wasn't as productive in the initial meeting. Then I had another meeting afterwards, and that was a lot more productive. So, and then I got back here and then, you know, plugged in. So, it was a little busy. I'm going to be busy the next couple of weeks on and off, but we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. The event is called Elseworld this year because of the Monitor. He is the Anti-Monitor's brother. Yeah, I know who the Monitor is. What I would like to see in this game, and this is why I keep saying that, like, they can do, like, things around, like, what... There could, if there would be a little coordination, it would be kind of cool. Yes. I will heal you through this. Well, it wasn't blood, that was for sure. But anyways, anybody like my look here, or is that just whatever? I like this look. I might change one or two things, maybe the mask or something, but overall, I'm pretty happy with this look. Doubt you will see a Green Lantern due to how the GL... Yeah. Well, I mean, but I don't feel like it could be reflected upon the GL movie, is what I'm saying. You know, and what I would like to see if they did do one is the relationship between Hal Jordan and Barry Allen. And then also set up the, you know, how Stewart is going to take over later. So I would like to see cameos of Stewart's life prior to becoming the Green Lantern. So I think that would be cool, right? Because that would be the really cool aspect, how and John Stewart is eventually going to become the Green Lantern. So I would like to see that. Thank you, I appreciate that. I was kind of like, I think I like this look. Like I said, it was kind of like, you know, a little different. They need to get on that. But that's my personal opinion, how I would like to see a Green Lantern show done. You know, you have the relationship between Hal Jordan and Barry Allen. Right? Because they're buds. They're like, you know. And then you get to see the life during, you know, what, how Jordan plays the Lantern. And then see John Stewart's life prior to becoming the Green Lantern. Like, you know, the torch being, the torch being handed over. Batwoman is in the CW event this year. They're going to go to Gotham City to find Batman. Yeah, I kind of like the idea, too. I think the CW is doing a really good job with the DCEU. You know, I mean, obviously we know like a lot of things aren't necessarily canon, but I think the alternate story versions are well adaptive, and they are justifiable to how everything's been going for the CW's DC universe. They're doing better than the movies. Let's put it that way. Come over to get that. Oh, we got it. Legends is on CW. Yep. I'm getting you confused by saying the event. When I say event, I mean the CW event. Okay, I got you. The crossover. You mean the crossover. I remember reading the storyline where Hal Jordan went mad and killed Sinestro. Right. The CW 3 Days event is coming next week. Oh, okay. The crossover's coming next week. Got you. With there being a GL movie in 2020, would Warner Brothers let CW produce it? Yeah, I would think they would. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I don't see, you know, anywhere where it would be a conflict of interest, you know, to be honest with you. I don't think it would be. Because they were going to also produce a Flash movie, and we have the Flash series. And if a Flash movie came out, I think it's been postponed, or even, you know, it's definitely been postponed a couple of times. But I think, you know, honestly, I don't think it'd be a conflict of interest. I think Batman and Superman are going to be on TV instead of films. Well, Batman, I think the Batman adaptation would probably be one of the harder ones, because some of the ridicule that actors get, to be an actor stepping into the roles of Batman is a pretty big shoes to fill. I feel like you really need to be on top of your game as an actor, and pretty much not have already a preconceived notion about how people perceive you in other roles. I think that's some of the things that go against actors moving into a Batman role. So, like, honestly, I'll be honest, I'm one of these guilty people. I was not a big fan of when Ben Affleck was announced coming into the whole Batman scenario. I was just not a big fan. I'm not getting any XP for any of those other things, but hey, whatever. Area 51, yeah, I'm cool with that. Excuse me, I'm drinking my stuff here.
Cadmus has certainly botched the job. Destroy these brainiac forces.
We got a 66 in here. Shit.
That should buy Cadmus time to call in reinforcements.
Self-destruction imminent. Failure shutting down.
Chief Researcher's log. The initial findings indicate that thread may block some amount of kryptonite radiation.
Energy source destabilized. Reinforcements deployed to field. Self-destruction imminent.
Target locked. Entity set
I think Affleck was not fond of doing Justice League, and it shows in his performance. Honestly, I honestly don't think Affleck should have taken that role. I mean, no, I mean, no offense. He's good. He's a good actor in a lot of roles he plays. But, you know, it's just one of those roles that you really do need to be mindful of what you're playing and how people perceive you. It really, it's just that simple. I know it sucks. I know saying it sucks. But honestly, you know, I'm not an actor. Could I do Batman? Absolutely fucking not. But, you know, I definitely wouldn't. If I'm a known actor, I don't think I would want to take that role and be like, yes, I'm going to be Batman. CW does do a great job and would be awesome to see. I think CW would incorporate the other Lantern Corps, Rage, Hope. Yeah, I think there could be definitely good tie-ins with the Spectrum. You know, I mean, would we see like necessarily, you know, like Oa? That would be the hardest adaptation for me. If they did go with a Lantern series, could they incorporate like Oa and stuff? I don't know. That's something I'm kind of like, I don't know how they would implement Oa. But I think they could, given Ferris, you know, Carol Ferris, you could do all the backstory on how and Carol Ferris's, you know, little, you know, relationship and, you know, how Carol gets these feelings. It would make for a good drama. You know what I'm saying? It really would. It really would. I mean, it would make for great friggin' TV. Hey, I acknowledge your criticism in a meaningful manner. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, I don't want to join your league. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like Ben Affleck's a bad actor. Please don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is you kind of got to be a little mindful of what you're signing up for. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what I'm saying. What are you signing up for? You know, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard. And I'm not cutting. I actually feel bad for Ben Affleck in a way for wanting to take the mantle or the cow as it were, and try to pull off this. And I think as far as, you know, nailing the look, he did things. And Justice League, I agree with you. I don't think he was really happy with the idea for the direction behind the Justice League. But given the facts that, I mean, Justice League the problem was backstory. I don't think it was a problem necessarily with any of the actors. I feel like the problem of it is the storyline, the continuity wasn't built around the Justice League movie as of yet. I felt like they tried to rush Justice League, and they should have established Aquaman. They should have established the Flash. They should have established Cyborg. They should have, you know, established these individual characters. Had Ben Affleck do his own Batman movie, build the continuity behind the League, and then that would have propelled it. That's why Marvel did better. But for the, you know, the Avengers, the continuity was built. Problem with Warner Brothers, they tried to go in the opposite direction, and you need the continuity to be there. You have to have it there. What Warner Brothers is failing to realize, no matter what actors you're putting in place, the continuity has to be established. And you can't go from a Man of Steel to Superman versus Batman, right? And then all of a sudden you have the continuity for Wonder Woman, but there's no continuity to support the rest of the Justice League team. It makes no sense. It made no sense to do it in that manner. It was like, why didn't they just wait? Why didn't they wait? You're thinking the entire time as you're watching some of this, like, why didn't they wait? Why? Why would you not have built the backstories? Cyborg movie would have been badass. Cyborg as a movie would have been badass. I would have gone to pay to watch the whole development of Cyborg. Has anybody read the comic? Because the whole storyline behind, besides the Titans, a lot of people know Cyborg as the Titan, right? We do. We know him from Teen Titans. Backstory counts. It does, absolutely. And I feel like that is the problem. That's what's gone wrong with the DCEU. And when we're taking a look at the problems with the DCEU, we're taking a problem with continuity. We're looking at a problem with no established characters that the new generation can get into or behind. Prime example, why can't we have a mission in Area 51, maybe try to save some Martian manhunters or something? That's a good idea, like a secondary mission. Right. That I kind of like that. You know, like there's a side of a quest line to it. That can be maybe feat related too. If you do it, there's an additional feats. That's a good idea. Get off this. I hate when I do that.
Control center defense sequence complete.
The BVS and the JS, the JL Batsuits were the best in history, right? I don't know. I like the Dark Knight suits. Where's that thing? Right there. I've seen a trailer for Shazam. Jim Norbert's. Have you? They better. I'll tell you what. The only thing I better not see, and I'll be honest with you, I better not see some stupid comedy relief that makes Shazam look completely. Problem with Shazam, a lot of people want to go ahead and always make Billy like this comic centralistic character, but Billy's got a lot of issues in his real life, and I do not want to see them not take some of the backstory from Billy and fuck it up. And I feel like that's what's going to happen. I'll be honest. I feel like some of the major problems we're going to see with Shazam, and I hope I'm wrong, is them making it too comical. And it's like, you know, and not giving some of the seriousness of what it means for Billy to become this iconic, you know, superhero. Or what it means to take the mantle of Shazam, why he was chosen to be Shazam. And I'm hoping that they nail the relationship of Black Adam and Shazam and the conflict of why these two, just besides, you know, having the powers of Shazam, why they're at conflict with each other. And what we'll see, you know, obviously Black Adam have his own storyline, which is, you know, justifiable to say the least. But I don't want to see Shazam get underplayed, I guess. And I feel like that's the direction, I'll guarantee you, the director will go, and it'll fuck it up. They're gonna fuck it up. I mean, yes, there's moments that Billy has funny, and he acts kitty, and you know, and it kind of shows. But there's moments in that he really rises to the occasion. Once his confidence has been established, he rises to the occasion. And, you know, he shows how heroic a kid can be, you know, even though a lot of people don't perceive him as such. You know, and I feel like that's the essence of Shazam that we need to look upon and say, you know, these are why kids want to be heroes. Well, from what I've read is there will be several villains in the film. It'll be interesting. I'm going to be interested and seeing how they deliver Shazam. I really am going to be interested in. My eyes are going to be kind of glued to this whole process of what's going to be occurring, you know, with a lot of these, you know, characters, you know, in the near future. For me, it'll be interesting because. How do they view the character? For one, I mean, how are you viewing this character? You know, how is this character being, you know, not only developed, but how do the producers view them? Most 2 Batman, Flash, Aquaman. MOS, 2 Batman, Flash, Aquaman, WW, Wonder Woman. Yeah, like I said, I mean, you know, I wasn't a big DC person. I was more Marvel, and I'll be honest about that. But, you know, there were times that when I was getting into the DC universe, there were certain things I recognized and, you know, and I enjoyed about the backstory behind the DC characters. You know, why they are considered to be iconic, right? Even by our standards in today. There is an iconic presence to these, you know, characters. And I feel somewhere along the way we kind of lost it, didn't we? We kind of lost the element of what these characters were supposed to embody, what they were supposed to represent, why they were supposed to be so important to us. And instead we've gotten dribble. We've gotten complete dribble from Hollywood on these beloved characters. And it's a crime, to be honest with you. Oh, wrong one. I was going to get that, but whatever. They didn't wait because they wanted to catch Marvel. But you don't have to be in a race. Well, you know, Warner Brothers has to always try to outdo Marvel, but that's the point. Don't try to outdo Marvel. Develop the characters. You develop the characters, and people will love, you know, your product. Dark Knight was done well, and the Dark Knight is proof that something can be done well and take its time and be done. Though I will say I did not enjoy the movie with Bane and Catwoman as much. But it was still, Christian Bale did well. It was well directed, well received by the public. Overall, the product, they did the Dark Knight justice. You know, that it did embody to me a lot of the core elements of what Batman was about. So I enjoyed it. I always wanted to know who were Cyborg's villains. I mean, the update Cyborg, who did he fight? A type of Skynet villain or what? Right. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to have a movie like that? There's actually 2 different storylines that go along with Cyborg. I think in the New 52, it's during, you know, the apocalyptic invasion, I want to say. But I might be wrong on that. I'd have to do some Variant would know. He's really good at, you know, knowing his shit about, you know, the alternate storylines and how everything applies. So, good shit, though. Alright, so, got a few more minutes. So, we did Area 51. I've been eating a lot of cough drops. Questing's still the fastest way to level in this game to 30. See my wings? They're flapping. I love it. To me, Batman symbolically represents someone who sits on the border between justice and revenge. I think Batman is an idea of what can happen when we forget the moral values behind the law, right? When the law loses its justice loses its morality, and you have to go ahead and go against everything that society stands for and what they perceive to be right, to do what's morally comprehensible, morally, what you can live with. And I feel that's where Batman, represents, that. Yes, I'm rich, but it's not right if I'm not helping, my city or my people. I need to be in power to empower people. I need to be vigilant for justice, because the law can't always follow through due to the red tape, right? There's too many loopholes. And that's what I feel Batman is, the iconic and the symbolism behind those meanings. Like, power comes with a price, and the price is never being truly known for who you are or what you can offer. That's the best way of stating it. Thank you. Thank you, Waltz. I think Shazam is going to be great, because at first he's going to think the situation is a game until he meets the Doctor. He is going to fight. It's going to be interesting. I'm kind of I'm gonna enjoy, like, keeping an eye out. And like I said, it's gonna be interesting for me, because to keep this come on, guys, we want to stay together on this. I don't really feel like coming over here and dying all the time. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, I'm going to definitely be paying attention about what's going down with Shazam. Mystic, in DCUO, how many different Earths do we have so far? We have the Nexus, Gotham, and Metro are different in what other areas? There's 2 forms of Central City. I think we have 2 different Central City universes. I might be wrong, but I think the Central City between Lightning Strikes and Starro may be different. I'm not sure how, because remember when future Batman goes to the Nexus, and we have the Council of Batman and Luthor, we have discrepancy within the timeline. I want to say anyways. I mean, don't quote me. All right.
EMP is 5 by 5. You're all set.
That might be my cue. Yep. 1 second. Hello? Okay. You need picked up right now, or can you wait like 10 minutes? Okay. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll be on my way. Alright, I got about 10 minutes and I gotta leave. I doubt I get this done, but... Alright.
Systems agreed. EMP is ready for action.
At least I can finish this little area first real quick. I keep thinking DCUO will have some sort of infinite crisis based on the same alternate errors in the game. Well, I have to get going, Mystics. All right, thank you, brother. Thank you for stopping in, Waltz. I appreciate it. And I do, and I'm enjoying coming back to the. Thank you, you too. I'm having a lot of fun coming back to DC. I'm thankful for the dev team. You know, the dev team's been really good to me so far. I haven't really got to talk to them a lot. But on the live stream, you know, they were really good. They, you know, gave me permission to do, some streaming stuff for, the PTS. And so I'm really grateful that, I have, players and a community that, we can value each other. I feel like the best aspect of this game is there's not a lot of toxicity. One mission touched on the Infinite Crisis storyline that in the Nazi DLC for DCUO, I forget the name. The friggin' the Ultimate Soldier? Wasn't that it? I'm not sure. I have to research it again, but I think there's like a tie-in, or, at least the indication. Not too bad. Alright. I do got to get going, guys. I hate to cut and run and cut and leave these guys hanging, but not much I can do. I got to go get my kid. But I definitely want to thank everybody, man. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Walt. Thank you, Brian, for stopping in. Thank you also to Accept for stopping in. Thank every one of you guys for stopping in today. I'm really happy, man. I am happy that I am back in the game. It is my go-to game. I do play a lot of MMOs, but at the same time, I enjoy myself. You know, that's one thing I do get to enjoy. I get to have fun. I get to enjoy myself. And no matter what game you play, no matter what you enjoy in life, I think that's the most important aspect to remember, is to enjoy yourself. If you're not enjoying yourself, then you need to take a break from the thing that did give you pleasure at one time, because then it's no longer keeping you entertained. Do something else, then maybe you can come back and you can reminisce and then enjoy it again. And that's what this game's always done for me. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Once again, I'm Mystic Raven. This is Mystic's MMOs. And as always, thank you guys. And have a nice day.